Good morning. I'm Andy Matson. I'm a professor here. I teach in the American Studies, Media and Communications department. Teach lots of courses. I teach history courses. I teach media courses, global media, history of media, this in media, that in media. I teach everything media. Our department is about doing things. We have a media major walking on stage right now. And he learned how to do things, how to create things, so he'd be ready for his career. But he also learned how to understand, how to analyze, how to make sense of, because we do both media production and media studies. Dr. Sams, you just saw him. You're very lucky to come to Old Westbury at this time because we got a new president. He's a new broom. Things are being built. The recital hall is being renovated. We've got a new library. We've got a new academic building. The Media Innovation Center is set for a big renovation. So if you arrived on campus in the fall, you're going to have a brand spanking, sparkling, really wonderful campus. And Dr. Sams has a vision. He wants the campus experience to be really special for students. He's a student-first president. He has had a long career at much bigger institutions, making student life great. But he chose to come to Old Westbury. In the same way you're choosing a college, he chose this college. Why did he choose this college? He came from a Texas institution, a university that's much bigger with bigger budgets and bigger resources, but he wanted to come here because he wanted to make this campus experience special for students. He has a plan for residential colleges, which are going to be learning communities. That's a plan right now. It won't be here in September, but if you're here for 4 years, you're going to experience the vision that Dr. Sams has for a really vibrant place to be engaged and to be a part of a learning community. And I'm really excited as a faculty member for the students of the future, and I'm hoping you're among them, that if you come to Old Westbury, there's going to be something great for you. This fall, the fall after that, the fall after that, and the fall after that. So I'm a professor in an academic department, media and communications. We have a really good faculty. We have faculty who wrote the books. Lana Barber, she wrote the book. Carol Quirk, she wrote the book. Jasmine Mitchell, she wrote the book. Jermaine Archer wrote the book. Amanda Friskin wrote the book. We have scholars. We have really good scholars who know their stuff and also know how to teach, because our department and this college is a student first. Start where the student is and bring them as far as they go on the path to knowledge and to careers. We also, in all of our departments, are very concerned with what you're going to do after college, and that you're going to own your future, as the phrase goes. But if you're going to own your future, just like owning a house, you've got to make sure the roof doesn't leak, right? A lot of responsibility in owning your house and owning your future and owning your education. And I think these folks may back me up when I say that owning your education at Old Westbury means getting up in the morning and going to class and cracking the book and doing the work. But if you do that, you are going to own your own future. You're going to be on a path to a career, and we're going to help you with that. Absolutely, that's what the faculty is here for. So, you're here to hear them and not me. Who are they, these mystery students up here? We have 5 seniors and 1 graduate, alumnus. I'm not going to introduce them. You know why I'm not going to introduce them? Because at Old Westbury, we expect the students to speak for themselves, right? They are going to introduce themselves. They're going to tell you who they are, and then we're going to talk about why Old Westbury is a good place for a young person to choose. So, without further ado, let's go to our panel, starting off on the left with Isis Eiffel. Isis, who are you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Isis Eiffel. I'm a senior here at SUNY Old Westbury and a resident in the academic village. I am a visual arts major going for my BFA, and I graduated from Malvern Senior High School in 2018, which is in Malvern, New York, and I live in Rockville Center. Some things I do on campus: I am a teacher's assistant for ethics of engagement, which means I work directly with incoming students and freshmen. So hopefully I should be seeing some of you soon. And my dream job is to be an art therapist, or my plan B is a volunteer firefighter.
Thank you, Isis. Chris.
How y'all doing, everybody? I'm Chris. I'm a senior at SUNY Old Westbury. I'm from Brooklyn. I am a psychology major and social work minor. I am a resident assistant in the Woodlands residence halls. I am a work-study student for student orientation. I graduated from Williamsburg Charter High School in Brooklyn, and my dream job is to be a clinical psychologist, and I will be pursuing my doctorate in clinical psychology.
Hi, my name is Gabriella Angelone. I lived in New Hyde Park. I am a commuter. I went to Sewanaka High School in Flow Park. At the moment, I am a biology major, and I have a minor in physics. I am very involved in my campus as well. I do research with 2 professors. I work actually for the campus as well. Just here at Old Westbury, it's always been very fun, and I've always enjoyed my time here.
Hello. Sorry. My name is Jamal Clark. I'm from Bronx, New York. I graduated from Theodore Roosevelt campus in 2018. My major here is media communications. I am also a resident assistant in the Woodlands Hall, just like Chris. What I want to do with my major is I want to have my own podcast, or a radio station where I could branch out and I can talk my own opinions. And yeah. Hello, everybody, again.
Hi, everybody. My name is Anaya. I, too, am a senior here at Old Westbury. I am a psychology major. I graduated from secondary school for law in Brooklyn back in 2010, so long ago. I am president of the Honors College, vice president of the Psychology Club, student ambassador. I also am participating in the SUNY Sale Leadership Academy this semester. I, too, am currently seeking my doctorate in clinical psychology. I am applying to schools this semester, so everyone cross your fingers for me, please. Thank you.
Oh, me too, y'all.
Cross your fingers. In clinical psychology, particularly for marginalized youth, and helping the positive outcomes for their temperament, social engagement, and emotional intelligence.
Hi everyone, my name is Maheen Khan. I am a 2020 graduate. I graduated with a biology major, but now I work for Senator Gillibrand. I'm not sure, but I graduated from Flushing High School, and I did an internship at the New York State Assembly when I was in school here, and that was because of Dr. Anthony DeLuca. He's the director of the Honors College, the best person on campus. Honestly, can't say enough good things about him. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to know anything else, feel free.
Thank you. So, got 6 people up there. We've got Isis, we've got Christopher, we've got Gabriella, we've got Shamul, we've got Inaya, and we got Maheen. And I'm going to ask them some questions. You can ask them questions too, but I'm going to ask them some questions. And I'm going to start off with Isis, so get ready, Isis.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Isis, you're a visual arts major.
Yes, I am.
When you got here, did you know what you were going to do after you graduated? Hold on, don't answer yet. Think about it. And did being a visual arts major at SUNY Old Westbury help you figure out where you were going after Old Westbury? That's what I'd like to know.
So when I arrived, I honestly did not know what I wanted to do with my visual arts major. I was kind of just floating through. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a teacher or work in a gallery or just be a photographer. But as time went on and I took an intro to psych course, I found out that art therapy was an option for me, and I've been, researching it ever since, and it seems like the right fit for me. So post-graduation, I would like to get my master's in art therapy.
Great. So I'm going to open it up to all the rest of them to answer that same question. So anybody who wants to answer that question, you're going to have your chance right now. But what I want to say is these are all seniors, and one is a graduate. When they got here, they were first-year students. They didn't know where they were going. They didn't know what they wanted to do. The question is, by the time you're a senior, which would be about 4 or 5 years from now, will you know where you can go, what you can do, what your prospects are, how you can own your future? And as you can see, with Isis, who's heading for a career in art therapy, she has a direction. You may or may not have a direction now, but after your time at Old Westbury, you will have a direction, and you will know how to get there. So, anybody else, did you know what you were going to do when you got here? And did being at Old Westbury help you find a direction, a path? Anybody want to take that one?
I can start.
Please.
Since I graduated, I have a little bit of insight. When I first got accepted into Old Westbury, I was a biology major, very head set on becoming a doctor and going to medical school. After taking the classes that were required to go to medical school, I realized that, not that it wasn't challenging me, but that it wasn't bringing out the best aspects in me, and I couldn't see a way that I could thrive without really just going through a lot, in a way. That's where I heard about my internship at the New York State Assembly for one of my PEL professors, because at that point I wanted to take classes outside of biology, and I wanted to just experience the world. And also it was 2016, so the presidential election just happened. And through that class, I found out that you could stay in Albany for 6 months, learn the legislative process, work with an assembly member or a senator, and it just seemed so great. And it was so great to take a step outside of the academic life and live an actual professional life where I was working 9 to 5, and it was a job, and I just realized how much I liked it. And it just pushed me to the other direction, but still related to science. When I was in Albany, I did a lot of health stuff. My assembly member was on the health committee, so that she made it a priority that I knew as much as I wanted to know. And it was just great. And
Great. That's great. So Maheen Khan is talking to us about her internship in Albany that led to her first job after college. Internships are an incredibly important part of what Old Westbury has to offer. So I'm going to throw this to the rest of you. Has anybody else had an internship experience that helped them figure out what they want to do? Any other internships? Please.
Yes, I've had 2 internships at Old Westbury. So one I've done with Dr. Aaron Toulis here, in which we did a study conducting how students feel about student life on campus. I've also done another internship as a part of my requirement as a psychology major, in which I worked with the peer educators here at Old Westbury, and we discussed various topics on how to deal with substance use and abuse, depression, anxiety, stress, and also just how to improve student mental health and students' quality of life. So by doing those 2 internships, both within my junior year of being at Old Westbury, it really, for me, reinforced what I wanted to do as a career. I really want to work with people because I love psychology. I love getting to know people. I love digging deep. And those 2 internships really just reinforced why I became a psych major and why I came to SUNY Old Westbury to be a psychology major. And it's just great to have that experience under my belt.
Great. Gabriella, I'm going to ask you a question and then open it up quickly. What stands out for you about Old Westbury that you want to share with people who are thinking about which college they want to go to? What would be the best place for them? What really, if you had to sum up, what stood out for you at Old Westbury, either when you were deciding or based on your 4 years here?
Well, for me personally, my older sister, she's going into the veterinary route. Me, I personally want to become a pediatrician. So from her background being in college already, I already knew what courses I had to take, the financial stability with everything. So for me personally, I work full-time, and I am a commuter, and I am a student full-time. So I pay my own tuition, my own car payments, stuff like that. So coming to Old Westbury, it was relatively in my budget, and being able to plan my own schedule was amazing. And just to actually jump on with her with the biology and the pre-med route, I loved it. Every time I woke up, I did 8 a.m. classes. I came here right on time. I was ready to learn. I was so excited to go into my chemistry classes, biology classes, physics classes. It was amazing. Then 3 years into it is when I actually took one of my first physics classes, but actually Michael Kavik, and he was one of the best professors I've ever had. Really loved the physics, and as I'm looking into applying into medical school, I know it's a super, super competitive way to get in. So I'm like, I need something else besides the biology in order to stand out. So I found out about the physics minor. So the physics minor really made my application stand out. Right now I took my MCAT and I'm almost done with the application process. So by December, January, I will be hopefully getting all my admissions in. So this school has been spectacular in helping me figure out how to become a doctor properly.
Great. Thank you. Jamal Clark is over there, just to the left of Gabriella. Right, Jamal? There you are. And you're a media communications major. I'm a media communications professor. What stands out for you about your major, about Old Westbury? Take it away.
So, sorry. Before I came to Old Westbury, I wanted to be a doctor just because it sounded good. Like when somebody would ask, what do you want to be? Rather say doctor than I don't know. So one thing that Old Westbury showed me from the very beginning was that it was okay for me to not know what I wanted to do because I had time. So I was a part of I entered college through the EOP program, and you meet people like Miss Lisa Lyons and Rafat Sada who they walked me through and helped me, and they showed me that college was more of a family thing than just coming here doing work and then leaving, because that's what I thought college was. So after I noticed that, and then I joined honors college and other things here and there, I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. And you meet sorry, my fault. You see, you now hear my real voice. So yeah, I met other people who they showed me that college isn't just about you come here, you know what you want to do, and you just take that route. I was able to sit back and see where I wanted to go, and as I started to see media was more my thing, I started to meet teachers and professors who would give me those keys. They would show me my way around the camera. They would show me my way reading, prompting, all of those cool stuff. And it was that was more my niche than just saying I wanted to be a doctor. It was I was really trying to do something just because of how it sounded more than what I wanted to do. And my teacher for ethics, she told me first day was you would never want to be in a career where you just feel like you're waking up just to do that. You would want to love what you want to do. And the reason I wanted to start my podcast and start radio and me speaking my mind is because I love to do that. So one thing I want to advise anybody coming here is if you're going to come to college, make sure that you're coming for you and do what you love to do. Don't come here for anybody else doing what you feel like they would want you to do, because at the end of the day, Old Westbury showed me, and it's going to show you guys as well, that it's about you. This is your future, so you have to take full grasp.
That's great. Thank you. Anaya, take the ball and run with it.
I guess what stands out for me is support for my stumbles. And what I mean by that is, many of my peers sitting up here with me, I too started, A, as a non-traditional student, B, also wanting to be a doctor, bio major, wanting to be pre-med, wanting to be a psychiatrist. And then I started asking questions. I started looking around, asking opinions, asking my professors, those who held these positions professionally, because I wanted to get an understanding of what the field would be like. Was it for me? And I found out that it wasn't, and I switched to psych. So what stands out here is there is always someone here to answer your question if you are not sure about something. If you just want to explore something, ask someone or anyone. They're more than willing to take you on and explore with you. So one thing that stands out for me, and I hope it will stand out for you guys too.
Thank you. Maheen Khan, you've graduated in 2020. What stands out for you after graduation, when you look back at Old Westbury, what stands out?
I would say, like everyone said, just the amazing support system. I really appreciate the small campus and just the availability that you have with your professor, with your faculty members, with everything. If there's an issue, you can, even if that person can't directly help you, they will direct you to someone who will, which is amazing. Because when I talk to my other friends who went to large universities, they feel so disconnected. They feel like they're there, and then they leave, and then they're there the next day, and then they leave again. Old Westbury did not feel like that. It felt like I was talking to someone, making new connections almost every time. And like they said, like, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I had those difficult questions where I just needed guidance and help. And Dr. DeLuca was one of the best people to go to. Even, like I said, when he couldn't help me, he directed me to something. And he directed me to almost all of the amazing things that I have now. So I'm just so grateful.
Same.
That's amazing, same. We've run out the clock. We've run out the clock. I wish we could talk more because they have a lot more to say. There's a lot of students out there wearing green T-shirts. I think they're green T-shirts. Is that correct, Mr. Kinane? Green T-shirts. Every one of those students wearing a green T-shirt can talk to you in the same way about their experience at Old Westbury. Please talk to them. Please ask them
Or a
your
button.
questions. Or a button. Or a button. So can I get a big round of applause for my... The reason I come to work in the morning after 20 years is our students, and so thank you.